To start the second wave of the Precision Series, Mattel has released Luigi's Casa Della tires, and now I just got this yesterday, and man, it is stunning. I love this set. It's probably my favorite Precision building so far, even though Mattel already released this set in more of a basic format many years ago. I just love the interior, and the exterior looks amazing as well. So without any further ado, let's jump right into a review of this set. Now, this set is not widely available to the public yet. I purchased it through Get Me Collectibles. He is selling it currently for $110, and if you'd like to purchase one yourself or inquire about one, his contact information will be in the description below. He's a great seller. I highly recommend buying from him when you need something because he really has it all, especially on his eBay store, which will also be down in the description below. So as you can see, it's in the basic regular Precision building display right here. It says Luigi's Casa Della tires down here at the bottom. It's got the red and black design. We can see the Precision Series logo right up here. Choking hazard because there are quite a few small parts in this set. This side really has nothing except for the logo. Now this side is actually quite detailed, and we'll read through it here. Of course, it says Luigi's Casa Della tires up top there, and now the description for this entire building reads, Luigi and Guido left their beloved Italy for a new life in Radiator Springs, where they opened up the town's tire shop, Luigi's Casa Della Tires. The best friends are so proud of their Italian heritage that they built a leaning tower of tires right in front of the store. With strings of lights, an Italian-style terracotta roof, and Ferrari posters adorning the interior walls, Casa Della Tires is truly a slice of Italy. Anyone who pulls into this fine establishment will drive away with top-notch tires. Luigi highly recommends the Fettuccine Alfredo white walls and an extra spring in their suspension. And there we can see a screenshot that was taken directly from the movie when McQueen is just really, he lit up the entire town and all of the stores are getting illuminated there, and there is when Luigi's Casa Della Tires gets illuminated. So you can see there Luigi and Guido, they're looking very happy, and we can see kind of the colors of the Italian flag are represented in the lights there. And now at the bottom here it says 2 exclusive vehicles light up Luigi and Guido with moving forklift. So yes, Guido does have a moving forklift, but he does not light up like Luigi does. Now it does say that they are exclusive, meaning that they probably won't get a single release in the Precision Series. So that's kind of unfortunate for people that don't want to buy the entire set. But I'm sure that some eBay sellers will end up having them separately, or maybe some China sellers. But if you don't get this set, I mean, man, this is a great set to get. Out of all the buildings, I would definitely recommend getting this, unless you do want to get Fillmore's, because that's one that actually has never been released before. So I am very much looking forward to getting this one out of the package, although I've heard that it is kind of difficult to get these sets out of the package. It is my first time ever reviewing a Precision building. I have not reviewed Flo's or Fillmore's before because I've just got caught up with other things, but I will be reviewing them in the future. But if you would like to see my review of the Precision Series Lightning McQueen and Ramon, the links will be down in the description below. Now before I cut to kind of a time lapse of me trying to get this thing open, I just wanted to show you this thing in the comparison to Flo's here, because now these will cost about the same, around $100. Now as you can see, Flo's extends a little bit more to the right on this side, but Luigi's extends a little bit more in the back, making them about the same size, which makes sense because their prices are essentially the same. And now just for comparison purposes, here is Fillmore's Tastin'. It is a little bit more than half the size of Flo's and Luigi's, and that also makes sense because his is half the price, being $50. Now I don't know how much I'll be able to show of me opening this, but I am prepared this time with a box cutter, which will make this a lot more efficient and go by quicker. finally got everything out of the package. It only took about 15-20 minutes or so, so not bad. Once you get this plastic piece off here that holds all of the accessories down, it's easy going from there. That really is the hardest part of getting the entire set open. And now, I didn't really read into the set, I didn't check any of the instructions, so this will be a first for all of us. And now, let's get on with the review here of Luigi's Casa Della tires. Now, included with the building, there are a few pieces of road that I'll show in a second. And there is this little mini poster that kind of shows Radiator Springs in a concept form. Now, I believe this was also in Fillmore's Taste-In set. It may have been a little bit better quality. This is really just kind of a thin slip of paper here, but it's very nice. Radiator Springs, a happy place, and it marks them off as a key. The key is down here on the bottom, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 11 there for each of the buildings, which is pretty cool. You can see over here, which will probably be one of my favorite, is the Racing Museum. Now they have released 10. Let's see what number Flo is up here. Flo is number 5, and Luigi's is number 2. And then Mater Junkyard, number 8, will be the next one. Now, it would be cool if they included this little poster with all of the sets. That would be pretty nice. Now, it's kind of unfortunate that they don't number these buildings right here, the abandoned ones. It kind of leads me to believe that they don't plan on releasing those, which would really be terrible because it's not complete if you don't release the abandoned buildings there. So, hopefully they do, and they just didn't feel like marking them on this little poster here. So now let's get on with the road here. There were 3 pieces. There's this one little story connector piece that you can kind of connect anywhere. I believe actually it's meant to be connected all the way on this side right here for anything in the back. Now, I don't really have any story sets that would connect with this or really would actually look good because it's Radiator Springs, and all the story sets are kind of like add-on things. They aren't really related to the Radiator Springs. They're just kind of fun things for kids now. So I probably won't even use this story set connector, but it is nice that they included it. Now, I believe we should connect this piece right here, which is the sidewalk on the side, before we connect the road, because I'll show you guys in a second. But it really just clamps on like that. It feels nice and strong. I like it. Now, as you can see here, there are 3 spots for the road, and now the reason why I believe you should connect the sidewalk first is because that goes on like that, and then you have to put this over this. So if you were to put the road on, you'd have to get this piece over the road, yet under this. So it's kind of hard to explain, but just put the sidewalk on first. So I believe this clamps in nice and easily. Let's see here. It's kind of hard to do on the camera here, but there we go. Clamps in nice and easy like that, and it feels really nice and strong. So I just wanted to say that there will be a few cuts to this video showing a comparison to the older set, going through the interior. So hopefully you guys stick with the video now. It won't be the most organized review because I don't really know how to do these reviews of bigger items, but with time, I will get better. So let's check out the instructions here. Luigi's Casa Della tires, instructions, adult collector, contents. I have all the contents. As you can see, those are the road pieces there. These 2 are actually already connected, B and A. Those are already connected, so I don't really know why they showed that. I don't think they're meant to come off. And it just kind of shows an assembly. Now, I did already attach the roof. It just kind of pops off like this. Just kind of hold on to those tires up there. 2, connect the story set. 3, connect that, which they already are connected. 4 and 5 is what I just did there. Let's see what's on this page right here, and it looks like there aren't any more steps. It just shows how you replace the batteries in Luigi, which I will show him and Guido in another segment of the video. Here are the features. Sliding curtain. Now let's get in here. I gotta show you guys this. Now I did look in the inside here and it looks amazing, but I couldn't really figure out how to do some things. Oh, the tower of tires on my old version just tipped over, so that's not too good. But let's look on the inside here. Now this will be kind of a tricky review, but we'll see how it looks. Now, there's the curtain that I was talking about. It kind of slides, but it doesn't really like move. It's just kind of attached in there. Now, if it's supposed to slide somehow, I don't know how to do it, but it's very nice. It feels nice. It's shiny. There is this button down here, but as much as I press and as hard as I do it, it doesn't go in. So that might just be for display, because I remember in the movie, Luigi kind of touches this and the current slides over, but I don't believe that happens here. But it is nice that the current kind of moves around. Yeah, it does slide actually. Oh yeah, you have to get it on the bar there. Okay, so don't slide it using this. Put your finger under here and then slide it back and forth. That's a nice feature. I like it. Very, very cool. Let's see what else for the features that they have here. Whatever. We're gonna just kind of get rid of the instructions now. There's a nice little car stand back here. Now, I did test this actually. McQueen fits on there very nicely, the Precision Series one that is, so I'll show you guys that right here. He kind of goes in there like that. Now, let me remove the camera from the spot here so we can kind of get some mobility. Let's look inside here. So there is the thing where you kind of put McQueen on there, or whatever car you desire. He fits on there quite nicely. That looks sweet. Yeah, he looks great in there. And I believe it kind of goes down. Yep, it goes down a little bit. And there is that another button right there, which you can press that one down quite a bit. See, there's a lot of flexibility to it, but I'm not really seeing it do anything. I found out what this button over here does. Actually, if you have this pushed all the way down and then you press this button, it pops up. So it's pretty cool. I'm not really going to try my precision cars on because I don't want them to go flying off, but I do have an extra wingo here, so we're going to place him on it and let's see how it works. Yeah, see, he kind of bounces off. That's what I was afraid of, but I'm sure if you had a smaller car on there like Luigi, it might stay on. It's very, very strange. Now, the legs on this thing do move around, which is an awesome feature. They seem a little bit stiff at first, but yes, they do move. They have full range, so you can kind of make it for bigger cars, for smaller cars. So if you want to put Luigi on there, there you go. Fits on very, very nicely. Now, let's check out all of the banners on the inside. We can see Dinoco 400 Piston Cup with McQueen there. Looks like... is that Max Schnell? It could be another racer that looks like Max Schnell, but we'll just assume that it is Max. WTLC right there. A Piston Cup logo. A Luigi's logo right there. What else do we have in here? The Piston Cup pit crew, because of course Luigi is a part of the pit crew there. We got some more McQueen logos there. Some other thing with a tire. That's kind of weird down there. I don't really know what to think of that. We can see all the tires right here. Man, this looks awesome. I'm trying to get my phone down here, but wow. Let's see if we can focus on this. I'm not even... there we go. That looks fantastic. There's the Fettuccine tires right there. Wow. Just sink this in, guys. Soak this in right here. This looks amazing. I don't really know what to say about all this stuff. Looks great. There's a Rusty's logo up there. Luigi's. Hudson Horn Piston Cup logo right there. There's Francesco Bernoulli. Just looks phenomenal. If I can focus on that, that would be great. And it's not focusing at such a close proximity. I'm sorry about that, guys. But man, it looks great. I love it. Man, words can't even describe how amazing this set is. There's a better shot of Francesco there. Again, I do apologize for the clumsiness of this video. It's just that, how can you stick a camera in this thing that... I really wish this thing kind of came off here. This thing is kind of annoying there, but you can see some other tires there. There's kind of like a display street that you can put a car in there, and so they can see how they would look on the street with their new tires. So let's put McQueen in there. There is a mirror if we flip this thing all the way around here. Man, that mirror looks so clean. There's a 3-part mirror, actually. Wow. Look at that. You can see all 3 parts there. That looks amazing. Awesome, awesome. I don't know if I've ever praised a Mattel product this much in a long time. Mattel, 10 out of 10 on the precision set of Luigi's Casa Della tires. You guys did amazing with this set. Looks fantastic. So that really is all for the interior there. I don't really know what else to say about it. So let's check out the exterior here. We can see the tower of tires right here. It's nice. It's a nice feel to it. It's kind of texturized up here with the smaller tires. He's got the bands of lights right here that are flexible rubber. Very, very cool. Now these tires on the... side right here, excuse me, are not removable. They're stuck in there, but they are kind of flexible rubber. Now let's check out over here. Now this is probably the biggest disappointment personally for me about the set is the Luigi Casa Della sale sign right here. It is just so big. It does pivot around, but it is not supposed to be this big. I have this custom from Got Frank that I got a few months ago, and it just looks amazing. I love this version right here of it. It's much more in scale in my opinion. It's smaller and just looks quite a bit better. I don't think it should be that big at all. I don't know why Mattel made it so big. Now another weird thing that I don't really know how to explain is, see that tire right there? That flips up, but it doesn't flip up all the way. So I don't really know what that's all about, but it's nice that it kind of has a moving feature. Pretty sweet. Now another thing I really like about it is that sign right there. Casa Della tires. Quality service. Awesome. Love the shingles, by the way. The design for that just looks amazing. Awesome. Luigi's Casa Della tires. The little awning right here. We've got some sort of calling button. I don't really know what that is actually. Maybe the doorknob or something? Door ring bell? I don't even know. I am just losing my train of thought right now because just how much this set has impressed me. Now, you can just put on the roof right here, which is also really detailed with kind of a bunch of dents in it from hail or some stuff like that. And there's some tires on it which look awesome. They kind of serve as the purpose to lift it up again. So that really is all for Luigi's kind of just himself. Now we'll compare it to the original set real quick here. I don't want to do a long comparison because it doesn't amount to anything. It's such a small set. They made the building Luigi's itself a lot bigger. Now as you can see, these were the tires that stacked up on each other. I'm sure you guys can visualize that just stacked up like that. Now it did have the lights on feature. Let's see if I can find I don't even know where the light feature was on this one right here. I never really lit up my cars at all really that much, but you can see that this does not amount to the Precision set at all. You can see the interior. They tried, but they just put stickers and it doesn't nearly look as good as the Precision set, and it's much smaller in there. So that really is all for the comparison as well. There's nothing much to say because it's just such a drastic difference between the two of them. So let's move on to the next segment of the video. So now let's move on to the two diecasts included with the set. So here is Luigi. We will be comparing him to the regular version of Luigi. Now this is one of the older versions of him, so the color is kind of faded. It's definitely not as bright and vibrant as the Precision version. The difference is pretty drastic, and now it does look like they changed up his model a little bit, made it a little bit bigger to fit in the battery pack and to incorporate the hat up here, or the hair I should say, into the button, which is nicely textured. And if you press it, it lights up the taillights, which look awesome, as well as the headlights. They look great. I'm very happy that he does light up. But the only thing that I don't really care for is that they barely stay on for any time. So if you want to have them on for a decent amount of time, you just kind of have to keep on pressing it. Now if you do have to change the batteries, there is a screw on the bottom here. You just unscrew this one over here and the battery cartridge just kind of folds out like that. Hopefully they don't die that soon because that would really be terrible. Now on the back here, his license plate is just the typical 445-108, basically the same as before. The back window is a lot larger. All the decals are basically the same. There's just a little bit more added to them, which is always nice, and it's expected with the Precision series. Now he does have rubber tires, but they are so thin it's kind of hard to notice. You can kind of see the lines going through them, so that is very nice. They just are very thin, but you know, for his type of model here, it's very understandable. Now, I'm not too much of a big fan of the expression because the top eyelid really blends in with the white there, so you can't really see it from a distance, but you can't really expect anything for his color because they're just so bright and similar to each other, so it just kind of blends in. Now let's move on to Guido. He does come with the sign that was shown in spinning, where Guido is kind of getting bored just holding the sign, so it kind of gets it bouncing up on his forks a little bit and kind of creates a whole dance rhythm out of it, which was pretty sweet. It's probably one of my favorite shorts besides the Mater Tall Tales, because it really just kind of holds true to the cars. There were no diecast released from it, so it's pretty nice. Now, the forks are a little obtrusive because they do actually move. You can see the big silver bolt right there because they do move up and down like this. Now, it does look pretty sweet. I just have to say that I wish they were able to do this with a little bit less bulkiness to it, I guess you could say. I mean, you can't complain. There's a positive here and then there's a con. So you have to live with the con to get the pro. So I'm not really complaining. I really do like the feature that they do move up and down. You can have them at any placement you want. There's no kind of for sure way you have to have them. So it's very, very nice. You can slip the sign in there so he's holding it, which is awesome. I'm so glad that they included the sign with him. I mean, it just looks amazing. I mean, there you go. That's basically how he had it in the short there. So that's awesome. Now, like I say, he does not light up, which is completely fine because he doesn't really have any lights anyways. Now, his rubber tires are even thinner than Luigi's, but they are there, and they are rubber, which is very, very nice. And the rest of him is basically the same as the original, but it's a little bit smaller, actually. You can see it's gotten a little bit smaller, but other than that, really the same decals, all that stuff, and I really do like them. I just kind of wish that they made the forks a little bit more like this, but then they probably wouldn't be able to make them flexible. So you live with it to get more of a benefit out of it. So I'm really happy with that. Here are the other two accessories included with the set. They're obviously the flowers that Red was seen watering in the Cars movie. They are very, very nicely detailed. I like them a lot. You can set them around the big tower of tires over there and make a cool display with Red. Now, I can't wait to see the Precision Series Red. I bet it will have a working ladder. Very, very nice indeed. Here is the most important aspect of the entire building, the light up feature. So the black part right there is for the AC adapter. Now, I don't have one of those, not familiar with it. I may buy one down the line, but for now, what we have included with the set is completely fine with me. So according to the instructions here, the I means normal mode and the O is off, which is where I have it now. And if you switch it all the way to the right, it's the light sensor mode, which means if it's dark enough, it will light up within 3 to 4 seconds. So that's awesome. I will show you guys, of course, what it looks like when it lights up. I mean, that's the whole best parts of the entire set right here. Now, I cannot wait to see all of the buildings light up at once. I mean, you can recreate an amazing scene from the movie, the whole Shaboom cruising scene of the movie. It's probably one of the best scenes. Now, as you can see, each of the tires light up. They blink a little bit, and that sign right there lights up a little bit as well. And mainly, it's all right above the awning. Luigi's Casa Della tires, man, just looks awesome. I'm so pleased with the set. Mattel, you did a great job with the set. I don't really have any other complaints besides that right there, but other than that, it looks awesome. I don't believe these light up, but they do kind of reflect the light, so they do look pretty nice. So I'll show you guys what it looks like with the lights turned on. Wow, the light is just overwhelming. You can't even see the individual text on the camera. There it is. That looks awesome. And this might even be the thumbnail for the video right here. That is just an amazing scene right there. Much better than the original set that lights up. So that is really all for the video on Luigi's Casa Della tires. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Again, I do apologize for the lack of sophistication of the video. It was just really hard for me to stick my camera inside there to show you guys the entire interior. But again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye now. Now, I bet a bunch of you are wondering what is behind the curtain, and for those who stuck around for the entire video, you shall be rewarded. Some fancy white wall tires are behind this curtain right here. They look awesome. Let's get a better angle. Check out the other side. The curtain is kind of hard to move. You can't really get a clear shot at all of the tires at once, but you can get a half and half each time.